just about 10 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving morning, 2007, November 22nd. And I'm here today at the corner of Sunset and Vine. The ArcLight Theater is not too far from here, and that's where I'm going to go see a movie this morning. The new Bob Dylan biopic called I'm Not There. Todd Haynes is the director, and there's been a lot of exciting, I guess you could say exciting press about it. Cate Blanchett is one of 6 of the actors that portrays Dylan, and I can't really say that I'm a big Bob Dylan fan, although back in the day I was, back in the mid-60s. But I've driven out here today to see the movie and then continue with Thanksgiving later on this afternoon, and I'm going to be taking a little video, sharing it with you, and then sharing my thoughts about the movie after I've seen it. It starts in about less than an hour, and I've never been to the ArcLight Theater, but it's always kind of exciting to come down from the suburbs and spend some time down here in Hollywood. Obviously, one of the interesting aspects of today's little journey into downtown is the fact that we basically have the city to ourselves here, being that it's Thanksgiving. Very, very light traffic. I just sort of zoomed out here. Had a great trip out, and this is basically what is a deserted city right now. Well, my impression of the movie I'm Not There, my first impression was, at least there was no plot to get in the way of the movie. And that indeed, Cate Blanchett really was the saving grace of the film, if you want to call it that. And I really did, I really wanted to like this movie. And there was some likable scenes, some likable characters, but overall, I think I speak for the other 20 people who were in the theater and who saw the screening with me. It was not really what it's cracked up to be, folks. I have this feeling, though, that when I get home, I'm going to put on a Dylan CD. I've got 3 of them. The only 3, as far as I'm concerned, he ever really made, which was Bringing It All Back Home, Highway 61 Revisited, and Blonde on Blonde. But don't get me wrong, you know, I admire Bob Dylan. I don't really get into his music much anymore. But it's the whole persona thing, the whole trip that's amazing and that draws people out like today, out like me from the suburbs to Hollywood to see a film about the guy. Now, I'm pretty well steeped in the Bob Dylan myth, reality story, and I still had a heck of a time getting my mind around a lot of this film. So I can't imagine what somebody who really knows nothing about Bob Dylan will think about the movie. Perhaps they would have enjoyed it more than I did had you not really known anything about Dylan going into it. I think one of the unusual, well, maybe not unusual, but one of the fascinating things about Bob Dylan is he achieved such monumental success and fame, and yet he disdained it. But that's part of the myth, because you don't achieve that sort of thing, at least in my mortal understanding of the way things work, without really desiring it and going after it and wanting it and longing for it. Yeah, I know that there will be people who are going to comment about this movie that's a work of genius, a work of art, and for them that's probably true, but for me it just wasn't all it was cracked up to be. But watch Cate Blanchett, she's going to win something besides what she's already won for the movie. Anyway, there's my particularly inarticulate review of I'm Not There, and by the way, this little video is dedicated to Henry Chyansky.